You know, the channel's really been slowing down recently, Jesus. Yeah, even though I don't see it now, I wish there was a way for me to, maybe attract more viewers. There's not really much I can do, so I really wish I knew what my community wanted more. Alright, anyways, let's give recording a go then.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Radium. Today we're wait, what's going on? Why do I sound like hello? Waffle?
Yo, Radiant, my home slice for life. Is that your girl or something?
Wait, Waffle, your voice.
What about my Oh shit! Fuck! Fuck! What in the fuck? Wait, are you Radiant?
What in the balls is going on?
Alright, put the fuck down! Okay, there has to be an explanation for this. Radiant, how many women have you spoken to in the last month?
None.
That's it! You're such a beta cuck that you convinced yourself that women no longer exist! Imagine being that much of a loser!
Then why are you a cute anime girl too, dumbass?
Shut your fucking mouth, you small beta male! Go do some press-ups or something!
Okay, enough of your dumbassery. I think I have a solution.
I think I know what you mean.
Yo, Waffle, would you rather have balls for your eyes or eyes for your balls, man?
I think any real man.
There is an argument for having
you gotta worry about
sitting
sitting
on
on
the
those
table.
You're gonna be able to have all kinds of wacky angles. You gotta work out that
Bro,
testosterone.
this goes
somehow.
deep. Alright, no worries, man. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, no worries, man. I'll talk to you later.
And
Be safe.
one more thing. We never speak of this again, alright?
Oh, without a doubt.
Wow, that was a bit weird. What? Okay, let's just move on with our day as if nothing ever happened. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Radium, and welcome back for real this time to the Calamity mod mad playthrough. This time I don't really know how I'm feeling because last episode I feel like we kind of got let off. I kind of knew I could do all of these bosses, but anything from here on out is gonna be difficult. And my god, is that an enemy already? Wow. However, I think it would be kind of cool if we got to the Sunken Sea. If the boss kills me, then I'm not going to bother doing it. I honestly don't even remember, so we're just going to see. Additionally, my apologies if there's any background noise. I've had to move setup again for like the third time in a month, which is not fun. And every single time I've had to readjust my volume and stuff, but it's kind of hard to tell until you record an entire video. So yeah, hopefully it sounds okay. It should be watchable anyways, and there'll be some good stuff in this, so... You know, aside from the intro, there's also some good stuff to begin with. I don't know why my computer cannot handle the Sunken Sea anymore. It's a bit weird, but, we'll take it regardless. I don't know if we need to no-hit the, giant clam. Like, if we do, that's a fairly big issue, but, I just don't know. Could be a problem, could also not be a problem. We just kind of need to wait for the clam. Okay, there's all the stuff we need. What do we get? I don't even care. The giant clam's here. I don't know if we need to no-hit this boss, actually, so we're just gonna have to see. Wait, I didn't open the treasure bags, did I? Oh, shiznit, I don't have, Gills potions. Okay, let's just open this. We're gonna have to trash some of this shit. But we do have 6 treasure bags, so it's not exactly a problem. I just need the ocean crest. And we've always got 5 more treasure bags. Alright, I guess we'll just equip it for that. And now we have infinite breathing. Woo, okay. Also, let's build a small arena, just because we might as well down here. You know, this is a fairly annoying fight, but, it should be fairly possible. Like, I've done this in the 1 damage playthrough, so I should be able to do it in this, right? Okay, our main goal is hoping that the boss just doesn't spam that teleport, because it massively slows down this fight, basically. So, yeah, let's just steamroll it. Even with the risk of guessing here, it's kind of an easy, fight, because the boss basically has 2 attacks, one of which can be entirely neutralized, and the other can be entirely neutralized. Therefore, this boss doesn't really have much of a presence, really, right? But yeah, this is going pretty well. I do think the mini-shark is our best course of action for most of the game. The enchanted sword is definitely good, but it has its flaws, and I think overall its DPS is worse. So yeah, that's my logic. And there we go, nice. Right, come on, let's tank the clams. We're so strong. Never mind, oh my god. Okay, remember, you may be strong, but Clam is always stronger. Oh, I want to get a shellfish staff again. Those things were sick in the 1 HP playthrough, weren't they? Yes, give me, give me. Do I want anything from Immedius? That is the question. I do like the trident, but it's not useful here. Polyp launcher. That's a sentry summon, that may be good. I'll take that. And let's recall. So, one thing I want to do, actually, which is not going to end well, I want to fight the perforators. Reason being, I think Area Light provides you with some of the best items in the game. We already have a Sky Mill. And, like, we're doing pretty decent, you know? Okay, goodbye grenades. You've outlasted pretty much everything else, but you have to go now. Alright, let's open these treasure bags too. We've got a good amount of stuff. Aerostone is looking quite strong, actually. I probably don't need the ocean crust on at all times, and I can just favourite the aglet and put it here for now, so I know I'm not getting rid of it. As I do want to get lightning boots, just not yet. Also, this is the best chest hoarding I've ever done. We've got like 26 chests just sitting here chilling. So, you know, that's pretty good storage. What I'm feeling is going to the Crimson. I believe there is a pure Crimson on the left, right? Yeah, I don't get why desert spawn rates are so much higher than everything else. That must have changed, right? Because there's no way that's like a vanilla feature. There's no way that it's that high. It's kind of annoying, actually, because I want those spawns in the Crimson, not the desert. Wait. Crimson Desert. Okay, if there is a Crimson Desert, we win. That's literally it. Oh, Pinky! Pinky! This is amazing. This is used to craft the Anklet of the Wind. We need pink gel. That's absolutely amazing. The other thing we need is jungle spores. Okay, we could just kill the perforator cysts, but I don't want to do that. Instead, we're going to be crafting up the bloody worm food, so we're going to need 28 vertebrae, some blood samples, which are dropped from the perforators. Oh, shoot, we are going to have to destroy the cysts, at least for the first couple times. However, the first worm shouldn't be too much of an issue, so I can just get used to it and fight it like that. That's fine. Yes, we got it, we got it! 5 blood samples, woo! Okay, we only need to do that one more time. My god, that was a nice fluke. I should probably smelt up all my current bars and just make some stuff, because we have a bunch from the 6 treasure bags we got from the Eye of Cthulhu. I'll make like a bloodlust cluster and some stuff. But hear me out, I might get frostbark boots before we do anything else, because ice skates, very, very easy to craft, like leather, what's that? Okay, I feel like our next step is to craft up a bed. That does sound kind of important. Oh wait, no, we have a bed from last time down here when we were fighting the Scourge, yeah. I'll just take this, thank you very much. Then I'll set it between the jungle and the Crimson so we have a bit of breathing room, and then we can farm the perforators. I may not even need to craft the spawner, you know. Like, the good thing about the perforators is they literally drop everything you need to fight the Brain of Cthulhu. And they also drop other cool stuff, like blood samples, of course. Ooh, there's the meteorite we didn't see last time, Nito. You know, I'm still kind of lost in terms of the class I want to main for this run. I was feeling Ranger for a bit, but also Mage is notoriously good from my past experiences with it. I just like playing Calamity Mage. Look, literally, I've been in this biome for a few seconds and there's a Synedrium. Why? Please. Alright, wait, let me check. Anklet of the Wind. Oh my god, it's clouds too. That's literally it. That's so easy. Wait, do you drop level? No. Why was I under the impression that pitbulls drop level? That's not good braining. Oh my god, the enemies. Okay, never mind. High spawn rates are just a thing we're gonna have to deal with. Nice. Okay, that's suitable. Nice, nice. Alright, let's go into the jungle first to get these. Never mind, I'm lazy. I want to fight the perforators.
I'm down to watch it.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
I'm so down to watch that shit with you lot.
I'd be done.
I've opened up.
That'd be a long ass fucking dedication, but like.
It's
I've opened
170
up way
episodes.
too many fucking loopholes, bro. I've got Bora to open. I've got like 7 streams of source open. When you just need some sort of source, but like you got on board with the source that you've been watching, you need a new source, but then you need to finish it off someday.
You also need to finish. Yeah, I know.
I need to finish off all the fucking Food Wars and all the films from it. Oh,
Food Wars.
I started watching that like 4 years ago.
Like Food Wars, bro.
I don't like you.
Dick, bro.
Is food anime good? I've never watched any food anime.
It is good, Brad.
Okay.
It sounds very mad. Make sure you have headphones on.
Okay.
Nah.
I've heard of,
yes,
but because of
yes,
Giga,
yes,
I've seen
no,
there's
it
one
sounds
anime where
bad.
they eat food
Do
that's
not
so
put
good
on
their
speaker.
clothes explode. Is that
I
Food
don't
Wars
know
or
if
is
it's
that another
the
show?
one. I haven't watched enough Food Wars.
I want to watch that one. I don't want to watch Food Wars if it's not that one. Wait, no, I think I watched the start of a show one time, and I thought it was a hentai, but it was a cooking show. Well, a cooking anime, sorry, but... Yeah, I don't know how to feel. Apart from knowing the fact that I will watch it soon.
Right.
Yes.
Look at listen. Hang on. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Dun 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 dun. Wait, no, that's Clash Royale. Harvey, I don't mean to brag, but I may be at Hog Mountain.
Wait, is that the arena below me?
No, that's 3K. So not quite, but it's close, it's close.
This game is so fucking loud. There's no need.
Get fucking destroyed, you fuck. Alright, hello everyone. This is post-editing Radium here. Now, this may be slightly confusing, but simply put, I've had an absolutely awful week, just all in all, so I haven't been able to record any, like, audio gameplay alongside doing things, if that makes sense. So whenever I've been talking, it's been inaudible basically, and that's for a good reason I'll explain very shortly. But to sum it up, I literally haven't been able to speak during recording. As of such, this recording commentary is going to be the remainder of the video basically. All the way through the bosses I did, and this is about 21 hours of footage as far as I understand, so it should be interesting. This did take me a rather long time, but like it's not the end of the world, and you know, I actually enjoyed some of these bosses. I should probably go over that before I start waffling about random stuff, so I guess let's go through that now. So firstly, the perforators, right? They were kind of annoying, but nothing really bad. Like, I died to the boss at like 0.4%, which was the final nail in the coffin in terms of my patience for the fight. And everything after that was just rather annoying, but like, it was not the end of the world at all. And overall it was quite enjoyable and very satisfying to finish. Didn't take that long too, like the Eye of Cthulhu, still the number one. Which kind of shows you how crazy Malice is, because it very much turns the tide in majority of the game. Like, bosses like the Eye of Cthulhu aren't normally any means of difficulty, like, that's a fight I've accidentally no-hit before in the past in like Deathmode for example, but Malice just completely ruins everything. The idea that bosses can move like several times faster than they're supposed to is pretty much impossible to combat in some scenarios. Like Duke Fishron for example, I have no idea how I'm going to do that, but we move. I guess I've got no choice but to give it a go anyways, so you know, I'll do my best. But anyways, what was my next boss? Okay, the next fight was Slime God, which was ridiculously annoying, right? I died again at like 2% I think on the boss, which, you know, it's so disheartening to do so well in a fight the last like 4 minutes and then die in the last 15 seconds of the fight. But yeah, it wasn't awful again. And yeah, I mean, there's literally nothing else to say. Now, I guess I should leave the rest of the bosses for a moment so I can let them all catch up, if that makes sense. That's my way of doing it, at least. Alright, anyways, on to the reason I can't do the commentary, because, you know, I've got like 14 minutes of footage to fill with this random commentary, so I figured this is a good place to start. So, basically, right, there's this little known thing as moving rooms, and it's so incredibly annoying. I haven't been able to talk because I've had to move my setup like 3 times in the space of a month. It's really not fun. And the issue with that, like, it may not seem that big because I can just plug my setup in easy enough, right? But I have to reconfigure everything because in different rooms, different positions, there's like different reverberation levels. Like, my microphone may sound really bad right now, maybe picking up like noises that don't even exist, for example, but quite simply, syncing everything up and changing my OBS settings is so irritating. It took me an hour to get it right the last time I did it, and luckily this time I got it relatively good. But like, it's just annoying, man. I just want to talk. And it's to the point where half of this video was recorded in like a different setup. The rest of the time I was helping my dad like renovate the rooms. I did like 5 hours of work, he did like 80, so you know, I'm a lazy bitch, but it's all good. Where I swear, my dad is like, he's not human, man. He literally did not stop for like 8 days. It's mental. Oh my god, you know, I don't know if he's like an NPC designed to never stop, or he just doesn't have stamina. He just works until he's satisfied, I guess. But like, you know, I respect it, all power to him, I could never do that, at least not at this current state. But aside from the amazing effort and like the inconveniences it's caused, I've got my own room now, so I might be able to do an actual setup tour for a change. I don't know if I'm going to hit it anytime soon, but we're coming up to 25k subs. So I could do like a day in the life of Radium as like a special video for that milestone. And I think that'll be pretty fun overall, honestly. Like, I've always wanted to do some IRL content. It's so boring only being seen through Terraria, if that makes sense to any of you. Like, oh my god. I just want to do something other than being seen as a voice behind 2D games. That sounds really neat, and even if the video doesn't do well, I can say I gave it a go and I tried it. Let's think of another important question to address. So, I guess this is a pretty good one. How am I finding Mad so far? So, this is just giving my opinion on everything I've done up to the latest boss I've done right now, which you'll see near the end of the video, right? Because I did make a fair amount of progression in today's video. Actually, big surprise there for once. But, this may sound crazy, but I'm honestly not finding it too bad. I've gone in with a completely new mindset this time around. The idea is that I go in with a lot of Calamity playthroughs thinking I'm capable of doing it. I am not using that mindset anymore. That is such a toxic mindset to use. Because you just beat yourself up because you can't achieve very simple basic tasks, right? And like, I've never beaten Mad before, so why would I ever expect to be good at Calamity's Mad mode? It's entirely different. You have to play it on a different playing field to a lot of things. You can't just, you know, give it a go, be good and win. That's literally not how it works, and the game's never going to let you do that well. So, yeah, I'm just going in with a very different mindset. I'm not capable, but I'm becoming capable. And that mindset is allowing me to avoid all that toxicity, which was so common last time around. And like, yeah, there are going to be annoying bosses. Like, for example, I mean, Perforators, again, dying at 0.4% is going to be disheartening. And additionally, there's other types of negatives when coming to, like, recording Mad playthroughs, because I beat the twins. Yeah, big spoiler, I know, I don't really care at this point. But I wasn't recording. And so I had to include a fight after I beat them. And that's not really valid, and it's not very impressive, because, you know, there's no damage reduction, but in my head, I know I did it. And besides, I'm not one of those people claiming the, like, world records, or, like the no-hit official stuff. I'm literally just making content, trying the challenge. I enjoy the game somewhat, so, you know, there's no harm in doing it, really. Speaking of which, epic gamer tip for any of you. Make sure you know when you're recording, or have a double monitor, and, you know, I know not everyone can afford that. If you can't afford it, then just check from time to time, like, flip it up. Well, most people record on OBS, so I can imagine that's quite simple. Maybe even Xbox Game Bar, come to think of it, but it's so integral just to check. If you don't check what you're doing, man, you're just screwing yourself over, trust me. Alright, I think I'm good to talk about the next boss by now. I don't know if I'm quite there in progression, but I'll give it a go. Because I can't see what is going on in the gameplay right now. I'm kind of just talking into a mic because I cannot sit at my desk. My PC is so loud in this room. Yep. Oh my god. This is just not the ideal video. This is not it. But Skeletron, let's move on to that. So Skeletron was another rather annoying one. I died at the final phase once, but that was it. So, you know, pretty big dub overall. Like, the main issue actually, which was a real subversion of the expectations I had for the fight. The phases in which the boss had arms was really, really easy. Whenever the boss was attacking you with the arms, it like almost never killed me, you know. I did die a couple of times because, you know, human flaws and such. But the second phase, where the boss is, you know, teleporting more frequently, spinning faster, spinning more frequently and firing the skull projectiles at you, that was almost impossible because of how fast the boss fired them. And if you got in certain positions while the boss was firing the skulls, it was physically impossible to avoid the skulls. And also, they have a really weird trajectory. If someone can explain to me how the cursed skulls the boss fires out moves, that person deserves a PhD in gamer, because, you know, that is just, no one knows how it works. But yeah, didn't take too long, I don't think. I don't think any of the pre-hard mode bosses, aside from the Eye of Cthulhu, took over 2 hours, which is really neat. Like, or maybe Desert Scourge, because that's a bit of a weird one that got harder the later you got on with it. But, like, no boss really caused me any big issues, and especially, like, a big shocker, the Wall of Flesh did not cause me any issues. In fact, I found a method, well, I didn't find it, I was recommended it because people complained so much about my former Mad playthrough. There's actually a very easy solution to fighting the Wall of Flesh, one that pretty much made it trivial, and I used that method to beat it in less than 10 attempts, and I'm very happy with that Wall of Flesh fight, because there's no way of summoning the boss properly, so I had to wait for the guide to spawn in and use guide voodoo dolls and farm for them, which, you know, that's what normal players do, but that's not meant for Mad, because bosses can take hundreds of attempts, and it's a well, it is a consumable wasp spawner because you can't make a non-consumable guide voodoo doll that you throw into lava. But sorry for stuttering so much, I'm such a mess. But you know, it was a pretty good journey into hard mode. Coming into hard mode, however, is a very different story because I was completely lost, so I'm going to explain to you what was going through my head when I went into hard mode. But just before I do that, I want to show the entirety of the Wall of Flesh fight, so yeah, I hope you enjoy. So I went to obtain the Abyssal Amulet straight away. I didn't know how helpful it was going to be, but I knew it was a great accessory from my 1 damage playthrough. And like, against certain bosses, namely the Aquatic Scourge, which you obviously want to beat quite early on, it's an absolutely ridiculous weapon that's just going to carry you for the Destroyer, maybe even Astrum Deus if I want to go for that skip, stuff like that, just absolutely amazing. Aside from that, I did a massive waste of time, you know, it's mandatory in every single Terraria playthrough. I spent a ridiculously long time farming for the Quinn Gun and the Fin Wings, which actually surprisingly didn't take too long, because I kind of manipulated getting the Fin Wings with Louis AFK's like fishing quest stuff, because it was basically, I did like 30 fishing quests in the space of maybe half an hour, which is, you know, very efficient. I found a way to manipulate it by only getting cabin fish and using the time changer to reset the angler quests, and yeah, it was pretty much the best idea I ever came up with. My god, if I could do that in the SMP, I'd be a very happy man. But the other weapon I decided I needed was the Quinn Gun. Now, hear me out, because this is going to sound so unfair me using the Quinn Gun. Firstly, most bosses have active or reactive damage reduction, so there is a limit to how much damage my weapons can do. So what it'll mean is that instead of dealing a stupid amount of damage like a Quinn Gun with platinum coins would normally do, it deals the hypothetical limit you're supposed to achieve in Malice, at least at this stage of the update. So if there's a weapon, like let's say the Hellborn for example, I know that's pretty strong, if you can max out the damage of the Hellborn, then you can also max out the damage of the Quinn Gun, and they'll do roughly the same amount of damage, and if they both achieve the maximum DPS output, they will finish the fight at the exact same time, because that's how the damage system works. Like, I believe an example of this is the Destroyer where it has to be alive for 2.5 minutes before it dies, right? So using the Quinn Gun is actually really good for that fight now, apparently, because the more projectiles you fire at the Destroyer, the more probes that spawn. You can 2 or 3 shot the probes with the Quinn Gun, so it takes care of them really easily. And it has a high base damage, so it's pretty much perfect for a fight like that. And truth be told, I'm going for the Quinn Gun in this run. I did get it because, well, my initial idea was getting the Sea Searing, and this is something I'd heavily recommend Calamity to change. I don't know if it's there intentionally, but I think it needs to be changed. I personally believe the seafood from the Aquatic Scourge should be made, like, straight away in hard mode. It's a very easy boss. It's as easy, if not easier, than Cryogen in my opinion. And I definitely think you should be able to get it straight out the gate, because the drops it doesn't give you, well, the drops it gives you aren't, like, amazing, but they're pretty good. The sea searing is a great incentive for Mad. Like, there's just so many benefits to doing it. And the issue is the Aquatic Surge does actually spawn in. You can get it in pre-hard mode if you're lucky. I remember in one of Phantasm's manhunts I had a spawner where the boss just decided to appear. And that was literally in the first 20 minutes of the game, if not less. But, yeah, I guess you can't really count on natural Aquatic Scourge just spawning. Because the only way you could speed it up is Ultimate Bastila, and obviously I'm playing Armageddon. If any enemy hits me, which there will be hundreds of enemies on screen by the time an Aquatic Scourge spawns, I die. So, yeah. Oh, and what was really fun about farming for the Finwings was that they weren't even necessary. They were actually too slow for the arena I had, and the reason I wanted that was because I wanted to create a somewhat authentic experience for the fight. Now, I'm not saying that no-hitters are invalid as such, because the no-hitters in this Calamity community are fairly talented people, especially regarding the no-hits, but my main problem with them is this thing called the freefall strat. Now, this may be the wrong terminology, I'm not exactly a no-hitter, but I absolutely hate seeing when someone is no-hitting a boss like the Eye of Cthulhu or Slime God, and they just make a large world, use T-Edit to create rows of the platforms you can fall through instantaneously, and you just hold down and you can outrun pretty much any boss. Technically that is a perfectly valid no-hit, you could hypothetically do that if you wanted, but who's going to designate hundreds of hours to making an arena like that for the Eye of Cthulhu, or the Twins for that matter? That's where my issues come to play, and this is coming from someone who uses Louis AFK, like the platform builder and stuff. I use that stuff, and that's, in my opinion, okay. But the idea of having a whole large world as your arena just doesn't make any sense to me, and I probably could have made the Twins fight trivial using that, but I personally deem it illegitimate just to, use an arena like that. So that's why I have this very bizarre arena, that's why I'm using the bundle of balloons, because you can't outrun the Twins if you're using fin wings. The arena should be vertical, but I personally don't like using a vertical arena. And that did make the fight a lot harder than it had to be, considering I was using a bundle of balloons. And some very subpar armor. Oh, and of course, to top it all off, there was the fact that, I killed the Twins for the first time and didn't include it, so you actually watched the death of the Twins after they lose their reactive DR, and this will show you how overpowered it is to not have access to active DR. I killed the bosses ridiculously quickly, there's almost no threat, and it's just an easy fight. And, that is a bit of a shame, but, what can you do? This video has been absolute shambles anyways. And speaking of which, I think I've got enough recorded footage here, so... Yep, as I said, this is going to be an absolute clusterfuck of a video, but I really hope you enjoyed it, so... Thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.